Hello, and welcome to Lord Humongous' late night extravaganza. Here's your host, Lord Humongous.
Welcome to Late Night with Lord Humongous. Tonight I am joined by Brian and Scott. How are you, gentlemen?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Now tonight our topic is next generation video game consoles. Mr. Brian, who do you feel had the best launch titles?
Well, I probably would say, I guess I'd have to go with the PS3, or maybe even the Nintendo Wii. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Wii, but...
Quiet! Mr. Scott, your turn.
I would have to go with the PS3.
The PS3, really?
What are you doing up there?
Don't question me! Don't you ever question me! Now moving on to our next question. Who do you feel will be the king of the consoles? Mr. Scott.
I'm gonna have to go with the PlayStation 3.
Mr. Brian, your choice.
I'm going to have to agree with him on that one. I'm going to have to say the same.
Next question. Moving on. What is your personal favorite of the three? Mr. Scott, we'll start with you.
That's pretty much the same question, isn't it?
No, the choice of king and favorite is not.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to continue with the same answer then.
Bullshit. You'll change it, damn it. You'll change it. If you could be any video game character, who would you be? Mr. Brian.
Well, that's a hard one. You really came out of nowhere with that one.
Choose!
Maybe, LeBron James.
LeBron James is not a video game character.
Oh, he's not?
He's not a video game character.
Well, I agree. I disagree with you on that.
You cannot disagree on my own show.
All right, fine. I'm not picking anyone else.
Fine, I'll pick for you.
Go ahead.
You enjoy Toe Jam from Toe Jam and Earl. If you could go back in time and create any video game, what video game would it be? Mr. Beers.
Like a game that's out already?
Go for it.
Is that what you mean?
Go for it. Take the answers any way you want.
I would create Wolf 3D. Wolfenstein 3D.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Mr. Brian.
I'd probably have to do one where, you drive around on a big ladder with a pillar in front of you type of thing,
Such as in my own vehicle.
Exactly.
You do not suck up to me. I'll banish you to the pit of no return.
I don't want to go there.
Now, your favorite console from the past, if you could revive one, what would it be? Mr. Brian.
I would have to go with the Sega Dreamcast because it was a great thing. That's my reasoning.
Mr. Beers.
What was the question? I spaced out.
You do not space out in the show. If you could revive any console from the past, what would you choose?
The Super Nintendo.
The Super Nintendo?
I like playing Battletoads.
Fag.
S.
Do you feel the PS3 has changed your life, Mr. Beers?
Yes, it has. Big time. Basically play it 8 hours a day. Every day online.
Is that why you're impotent?
Possibly.
Mr. Brian, same question to you. How has the PlayStation 3 changed your life?
It hasn't changed it at all. I have yet to play it.
Those are lies. You've played it.
No.
You've played it.
No.
Just admit it.
No.
You have.
No.
You have.
No.
Next question. If you could take any video game and make it into a movie, which would you choose? Mr. Brian.
Wow, that was a pretty I guess the last game I played was SOCOM 3, so I'll have to say that one.
Terrible choice.
Mr.
Beers.
I'd say Double Dragon for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
No,
So you do a remake of Double Dragons.
Yes.
You both have terrible choice.
I think maybe Super Pitfall from back in the day.
Oh, that'd be a good movie.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a good movie.
It was made into a movie. It's called Indiana Jones. Look it up sometime. I suggest you like it. What's your favorite genre of video game, Mr. Beers?
I would have to go with the sci-fi first-person shooter.
So it's things like Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, and Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift?
No.
Do not defy me, Mr. Brian.
I'm more into the whole, sports games. It's kind of what I like. I mean, you can hate me for it.
I do.
I
hate every fiber of your being for it.
That hurts.
You're one of those gay guys who pretends they're actually in the game.
Oh
He
yeah.
is.
Get into it.
He gets it. He makes
Absolutely.
a creative player who looks exactly like him, even
hard
though he
to
has
do.
no skills on the court or any other game he plays.
It's true, you know. It hurts.
I bet you're
Sometimes-
#1 on the online rankings, aren't you?
I am quite good.
Yeah, that's terrible. You've wasted your life.
You could have been out practicing,
Yeah.
becoming a real player. Of the
Or growing a
sport.
giant phallus like I
It's
have.
very true.
Look at it.
true, guys.
Marvel at it.
It is marvelous.
So hairy.
Touch it. Touch it.
No, thank you.
Touch it.
No.
I command you. I believe we'll be taking a call now. Caller, what is your name?
Hello, my name is Rick Mansfield.
And your question for Lord Humongous and his crew?
I was just wondering what you think of the 360 console being white and the PlayStation 3 console being black. Do you think it's like a light and dark kind of metaphor?
I believe you're reading too much into it. I believe you need to leave a basement of some sort. You're one of those people who's taken both consoles and melded them into one, haven't you?
Well,
Haven't you?
well, yes. I did.
What you need to do is go outside and just lay in the sun for 3 days straight. Then come back in and call me.
I can't.
That is all.
I'm scared. I can't. I'm scared.
Get out!
What are you doing?
Leave my phone line!
That is rude.
Leave my
That is
phone
rude.
line!
That's it.
Banish him!
That's it. I'm hanging up.
Banish
Hang up.
him! Thank you, caller. Next question. Favorite system? Mr. Beers.
I can't give you an answer on that because I haven't played the newer ones.
Choose one!
I can't. It's against the rules.
I make the rules here and I say choose. Choose
I
one or look
guess
at my
I'll-
giant phallus.
I guess I'll just go with the PS3.
Good choice. Mr. Brian,
I mean, I'm on the same boat that he is. I haven't played any of the newer ones.
choose one or I will choose one for you.
You choose it for me.
You like the Jaguar. I believe we'll be cutting to a reporter in the field. Let's see what he has to say.
What next-generation console will take the lead in overall sales by 2010? Will Sony push on and win for the third generation in a row with its high-resolution PlayStation 3? Will Microsoft achieve what it failed to accomplish with the original Xbox by lacking game titles and change their habits for the new 360? Or will Nintendo surprise the industry with their strangely new design with the Nintendo Wii? Let's take a look at what these gamers had to say.
Yeah, I'm going for the Wii.
The Y, I think that's gonna be the #1.
Definitely the Nintendo Wii.
I like the Wii.
Definitely the 360.
I think a PS3.
The Nintendo Wii.
Nintendo Wii.
You like the Wii? Oh, that's cool. What do you like about it? You don't even have any friggin' hands.
All of these systems support Bluetooth technology, but only one of them supports the Blu-ray disc, that being the PlayStation 3. So what is it that gamers look forward to in the PlayStation 3? The main attraction would have to be the resolution. Let's take a look at the pixel resolution of the PS3 in comparison to its competitors. The 360 has a reasonable selection, but interlace quality isn't nearly as smooth as progressive. The Wii doesn't appear too stimulating, however the PS3 supports the highest resolution, but with high quality, you must expect high price.
What do you think of the PS3, like saying it's gonna cost $600?
Oh, 600. I heard like 800 to 1,000. So that's pretty. I mean, that's gonna bring it down a little bit. It depends what it can do. I mean, if it can do Blu-ray, then I'm sold. Sure.
PlayStation 3 looks really expensive.
It's really too expensive. I mean, for like me, a 14-year-old, 14, 15, I'm not gonna be able to raise enough money to buy it.
But I know it's extremely expensive.
It'd be cool if it was cheaper so that everyone could have it.
And it's too much for what it is.
I won't be buying it right off the bat, if at all.
It's a jip. Freaking jip. Japs.
The 360 was released in November of 2005. Let's see what these gamers think of it so far.
The 360 looks pretty enjoyable.
The 360 is pretty good, except when you get that the red light error.
I'm not a big fan of the 360.
Like, I didn't really like the Xbox 360 that much.
I've never been a fan of Xbox, you know.
No opinion.
Okay.
I think it's a pretty good system, and I think a bunch of people are complaining over nothing.
I like everything about it, man.
Yeah, I enjoy the 360. I play here all the time. Every time I'm here, playing Halo, stuff like that.
I like the wireless controller with the mic connected into it, so, you know, I can go out into the kitchen and get drinks and stuff and still be on.
Let's take a ganders as to why so many people are so interested in the Nintendo Wii.
To tell you the truth, I haven't really heard much about it. I know what the controller looks like, and that's about it.
The controller, it looks pretty awesome, you know, the whole 3D motion, sense spacing, and then the nunchuck gets an accelerometer in it.
Nintendo is because they're going more back to the roots of the mature games and the teen games as opposed to the kid rating games.
I like the new design of the controller with the whole nunchuck and sensitivity.
It's more interactive with what you can do.
I think the launch lineup's going to be awesome as well because they're going to have the virtual console where you can play any game you want from Nintendo's lineup from the past 20 years, which is really going to help them out, and it's going to be, you know, an ode to like all the original video gamers that were around since like the early 80s.
And they're releasing Duck Hunt, and they have a sword fighting game. And it's like you use the controller as the sword.
I mean, it's backwards compatible with like 64 games and SNES games, and those totally kick the crap out of PlayStation 3 games. Come on.
Okay. Apparently he likes the Wii. He doesn't like 360 because the controller's too small. And the Wii, you can put it on each side of his grades. One there, you can play.
So which console will in fact dominate the industry? Well, we'll have to wait until sometime in 2007 to find out.
That was a word from our sponsors. Now back to you, Lord Humongous. Thank you. I'd like to thank my guests for coming onto my show and being unable to comprehend my great intellect. Gentlemen, shake my hand. No, get up, rise. I command it.
Fine. Your hands all greasy.
You do not talk to me like that. Off with you. Off. You and your camel hair jacket. You too, PJ boy. Leave. We'll be back next week with more guests. Good night.